Hey guys, just give me a quick moment, please. Just a regular old night tonight. No one, no special guest, unless one of you guys is a special guest. I want to come up and say hi. We're just hanging out. Gonna hang out for about an hour or so. I had my friend Randy up, Randy Creel, who is an ultra runner, barefoot ultra runner. Hey Lee, hi Kat. Thanks for being here, guys. Who knows? Maybe someone will come up and even sing a song if they would like to. Hey Willow, how have you been? I sent you a message a couple of days ago, just wondering how you are. What's new? I haven't sung a song in a long time. I think even last time we had a sing along, or as we used to call them back in the day, a hoot nanny. All right, maybe that's back before my day, but they were called hoot nannies back in the day. I'm gonna look that up. What do you guys want to know about hoot nannies? Have you ever been to a hoot nanny? Have you ever heard the word hoot nanny before? Do you know how to spell hoot nanny? Hoot, Huda. There we go. In case you're wondering, it is spelled Hootenanny. It's a freewheeling improvisational musical event in the United States. So, from now on, that's what we're going to call it, guys. Welcome to the hunt. This is the first official. Just a yogi having a hoot nanny in his office. Welcome. Let's hear some hoots. Someone coming up here and give me a hoot. Then, as a word, it's a informal concert or party. So, gathering of an informal concert where folk singers, that's me, I'm folksy, and instrumentalists. I do not play an instrument. I can play one verse of Silent Night on a harmonica. You guys didn't know I had a hidden talent, did you? If I think I have a harmonica back there. If I find it, dig it out, I will play it for Christmas. Hey, Sissy. I knew Sissy would give us a hoot. I can always count on Sissy. Where folk singers and instrumentalists perform for their own enjoyments. That's me. Virtually everything I do is for my own enjoyment. You guys are just accessories to the crime. You guys have to put up with me. um, so it was very big in the 1950s. The Beat generation, the Beats, the Beatniks, of which I have a great affinity for. I don't know if you guys knew that, but I do. All right, let's get caught up. So it says, I'm sorry. I'm okay. Sorry I didn't get it. I don't know. To be honest, I'm struggling a bit today, but I'll be fine. What's with the struggle, my friend? Lee, how are you? Hey, Darren. Darren says, hi, Yogi. Nice to see you. Lee says, yes, please, Yogi. I'll remind you. What are you reminding me of? I've already forgotten what I'm supposed to be reminded of. Willa struggling a bit. I'm sorry, Willa. I'm glad not too bad. Oh, Lee says, have you been doing breath work? Don't skip the breath work. Hey Willow, have you ever done the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 little mindfulness technique that we've done up here? Oh, my silent night. Got you. If I remember, I'll dig it out tomorrow and I'll practice. Amazingly, I have to practice playing one verse of Silent Night on my harmonica. I hope that you guys know that it's Silent Night. I hope I don't play it and you guys like, what the heck was that? That is like no version of Silent Night I've ever heard. Speaking of which, I know it's not Christmas. What's your favorite Christmas song? Willis says, don't think I have. We can do that for you sometime if you want. Let me know. He says, we miss you. We have missed you. You're right, Lee. Silent Night's like one of the first songs you learn on piano. Same with harmonica, although I never progressed from there. Willis said, sure. Just let me know when you want to do it. Hey, Adam. Adam says, everyone, hello, Adam. Will has been busy. Says, will do. You got it, my friend. Mentioned before, you can always reach out. What's with the half blind? Can't find your glasses? Hope your glasses didn't break. You're funny, Adam. I was thinking the little drummer boy. For some reason, they don't show that. When I was a kid, I would watch it. For some reason, they don't show it. I never understood Hendrix playing Little Drummer Boy and his guitar. He says, like Carol's Yogi, probably see her down a bed of straw. Forget the name. Can't think of it, Lee. He says, hey to Adam. Guys, thanks for hanging out with my friend Randy today. As I was mentioning earlier, tomorrow is going to be Goga. Hanging with Goga. Will says, yeah, Will Yogi, just need to remember, keep forgetting stuff. Me too. Just me being me. I get distracted with my pets and then completely forget what I was going to do. I can understand. Hey, Toy Pups. Toy Pups, you want to come up and sing a song? Adam says, sometimes I think I conveniently misplace my glasses. Hey, Adam, maybe if you want to come up sometime Sunday, let me know. Let me know if there is a particular subject that you want to bat around, you and I. Although, not that we actually stay 100% on point, and I appreciate that about you, that we're able to pivot. Grim Rotten says, "You smarter than the average bear?" Actually, I'm not. I have never ever successfully stolen a picnic basket. I've tried. Even the average bear is pretty smart. Grim says, "Neat." I'm surprised you get that reference. A lot of people don't even know who Yogi Bear is anymore. Thank you, Toy Pups. Adam says Sunday sounds nice, like maybe around noon. Sure, that would be yeah, you are an hour behind me, so that would be about 1 o'clock. That works. Grim says a lot of park rangers can't make garbage can bear proof because they're very large overcross between the dumbest human and the smartest bear. Gotcha. I'd agree. Same with squirrels. You can't really make a squirrel proof squirrel bird feeder. Adam says, I'd like to discuss the crushed oil and the third eye. As in two separate topics or connection between the two? I do too. I like all animals for particular things, and then some just overall. And then some capture my attention, and I'm like all in. They become my big pursuit. Hey, Eric. How are you, my friend? Our friend, the Stardashian's Misadventures here. I rank him up in top three hardest working people in the gig community. Eric Stardashian, as well as Mary Giggs, Nicole. Grim says, not a fan of ticks and mosquitoes. Yeah, they're hard. They're hard. I I try to see that there must be something, right? There's got to be benefits to having mosquitoes, having ticks. He says, so I'm okay, not seen her in a day or two. It has been a day or two. I haven't seen her, Lee. It's all connected, Yogi. All right, but let's see what we can uncover. I got to admit, I will have to research a bit on the Christ oil. Keith says, good morning. As our immune system remembers its optimum state and every healing with every healing breath. Thank you, Keith. Keith, how have you been? So, Grim, can you find any reason why we would have a tick? Let's see. Are the benefits for mosquitoes? How do you spell mosquito? All right, here we go. Mosquitoes. They're a great food source for various animals, including bats, birds, frogs, fish, and spiders. Larvae provides sustenance in aquatic environments, while adults are preyed upon in terrestrial habitats. They are great pollinators. Nutrition recycling. Mosquito larvae consume organic matter and stagnant water, converting into nutrients that benefit aquatic plants and other organisms. Control insect population. Other natural predators of others, midges and black flies. What would you rather have, a mosquito or a midge, mosquito or a black fly? They help regulate these populations, so it comes down to balance. Also, research and medical advancement. Go with ticks. I used to have an accord with mosquitoes. Where, I promised I would, hey, if they dipped in and took a little sip now and then, I would not swat at them as long as it wasn't like overly done. But then we sort of broke the accord. I've been working on it ever since. I did get a couple bites. So ticks, again, they're food source. Ticks are disease vectors. So never heard that term before. Ticks can transmit diseases to animals and humans, which may help control populations of certain animal species. I guess including us, right? For example, ticks that transmit Lyme disease can help reduce deer populations. Of course, because deer populations are overly populated, we come in contact with deer and we can get Lyme disease. Also an indicator species. I've never heard that before. Ticks can be used as an indicator species for environmental changes. Interesting. As well as nutrient cycling. By feeding on blood, ticks transfer nutrients from one animal to another, contributing to the nutritional cycling in the ecosystem. Very interesting. Hey, Grim, thanks for bringing that topic up. It was interesting to learn for me. They still suck. They do. They definitely suck. So that she says, out there working, exploring this great area in North Carolina. How are you liking North Carolina? You recently moved, right? He says, good morning. As the immune system remembers its optimum state with every healing breath. I think I read that Apologize. It's never too much to read again, though. Keith says, I'm still so fly. Keith says, so what ever eats Hicks has food. Yep. There she is, the Miracle Empress. How are you, my friend? Wishing everyone an amazing day, evening. Appreciate that. Blue Moon, Tiger King, hey, Carl, how did your performance go? Zephyr says, let's balance those numbers. Tiger King says, Troy Pup, here you are, goddess. She was in the background, at least. Zephyr says, how'd your drama go today, Blue Moon, Tiger King? Carl says, hi to Lee. He said, Carl, once again, great live stream. It was very enjoyable. I loved being there and participating, and I loved having when I was drinking tea, when I made my tea, and then the first half of it, but it kept you up the whole time. Even when I was having a phone call, you were playing in the background. Adam says, what a cool room, talking about benefits of mosquitoes and ticks. He says, thanks, Sniper. There's always something to talk about. Hey, Adam, you ever heard the expression monologuist? Zephyr says, have you watched the trailer? Carl says, we missed you, Lilu. Adam says, it still sucked. Laughing. I love the honesty. Hey, Jack. Jack, how are you? Jack says, have the best weekend, my friends. You too, my friend. He says, Sniper, I'm starting to learn more. Been watching Magnetic North. Movement says, Erica Sniper is so amazing. Buzzing Lucy card, got a spot on. So, oh my God. Eric, very good as it went amazing. I'm glad. Hey, Tiger King, I got an open spot tonight. You want to come up for 10 minutes? Get a thumbs up from the Reinhardts. Hey, Jack. So, are you going to be playing in a hockey league this season? Michael says, how's it going, Yogi? I found the topic for the final chapter. It's going to be about haunted graveyards that can be found throughout America. I like it. I like it. Supposedly Antietam is haunted. I spent the night in Antietam several times. The Antietam graveyard is, of course, adjuncted to the battlefield. Adam says, Carl, I thought it was weird when I went to your live stream. It said people were watching. However, there was like 8 people in the room. Adam says, I'm not sure. It seems like I have. I understand the expression. Zephyr says to Lee, a fossil of the predator in the middle of eating its prey. How's that plausible? What do you think, Tiger King? You can come on up. You can tell us a bit about yourself and your story. Get to know Tiger King, 10-minute session. You can do a little bit of your monologue. A monologuist is, I'm really inspired by that term, by the way, especially stream of thought monologuist. Just being able to come up and talk, nothing written down, nothing prepared, and just stream of thought coming out. If you are familiar with Neal Cassidy, the bus driver on the bus further, he was considered the early inspiration for me, a monologuist. Carl says there's a problem with YouTube to percolated fish. Hey, Heart Matters. So I like that thought. I love guests coming up and talking with them, but I also love the opportunity to just stream of thought, see what comes out, especially in the mornings when it's almost exclusively dealing along the nature of forgiveness, along the nature of extending love, um, you know, things like that. Yoga stuff, Course in Miracle stuff. Kat says, "Hey Yogi, is there a Buddhist belief on our connection with animals?" Not to my knowledge, Kat. They are treated with kindness and compassion. Buddhist diet is very similar to the yogic diet, in which meat is restricted. Strictly speaking, you take a vow of non-harmfulness, you don't eat any animals. So many are actually vegetarians or vegans. Some are just vegetarians. Connection with animals. Let's see what we can find out, Kat. Now, of course, the Buddha gave his first sermon in, I believe it was his first sermon, in Deer Park. So there's references throughout. Buddhism has a deep connection with nature, viewing it as a partner for life, a source of wisdom, and a reflection of the ultimate reality, which is emptiness and interdependence. Always of that word, interdependence. But I know you're looking for something a little deeper. See what we can find. So, Buddhism, the connection with animals is based on compassion, recognizing that all sentient beings, including animals, possess Buddha nature and the desire to live. This understanding stems from the concept of rebirth, samsara, and karma, where animals have been our past relatives, and the first Buddhist precept prohibits harming or killing any living thing. This belief promotes ahimsa, which we talk about quite a bit, non-harming, vegetarian, and kindness towards all creatures. But I know you're looking for something a little bit more, and I think with the connection of rebirth and karma is big. All right. Adam says, Yogi, I think you would be a good monologue. Good monologuist. I don't know how long you have been to talk before. You can claim the title. I don't know. I've had some in the past, I've done 2-hour live streams where I basically stream of thought. Adam says, do you take creatine? I do take creatine. I take microdose creatine so I can take a little bit less. 2.5 milligrams as opposed to the more traditional 5 milligrams. Kat says, if you can't find anything there, how about your thoughts on finding our spirit animals and the value of that in any? There's a lot of value in that. And you can do that with almost any drumming. You would enter into the shamanism. You have 3 worlds. This, the lower world, which doesn't mean negative. It just means the earth base. hey, runner boy. And then you have the upper realm, which is more the celestial. So if you wanted to find your spirit guide, you would go to the celestial. If you want to find your spirit animal, you would go to the lower. And you would do that any type of drumming to put you in a trance, but you can find one specific just for that. As a matter of fact, I think I have some. I also have a couple books up there on shamanistic practices. And you ask, you go to the lower realm, you find a power spot. Power spot is something that you might see fairly often in nature that's just for whatever reason resonates with you. And that would be, especially if it has an entrance to it, a tree that has an entrance. And you would visualize going to the tree and going down and going down and going down. And then you find that power spot. You'll recognize it when you see it. And you sit and you ask, can I find my spirit animal? And you wait. And you'll know. Let me know if you're interested. Well, I know you're interested, but let me know if you're interested in actually doing it. Tiger King says, so at drama class, Eric, with all drama people here, wait for taxi, so I can't come on. But why do I get 10 minutes, say story, when others get, that's the way it works, my friend. They have been invited up and it's been planned. And I know exactly what we're going to talk about. And it's not so much to get to know them as they are sharing something specific. This was an impromptu, hey, coming up and let us get to know you. That's why. Zephyr says transformation from living to fossil was shown to be instantaneous. The same said to be fossilized jellyfish. So what's new, runner boy? Glad to be back. What's the next adventure? Hey, Heart Matters, were you here when we were talking about ticks and mosquitoes? Heart Matters says, anyone who studies ecology will understand the importance of balance and biodiversity. You don't necessarily need an infinite number of single animals. You need some of many animals. Adam says, percolated fish, Adam says, I've heard of some monks that are so concerned with animals that they won't use shovels because it might harm worms. The Jain monks, Jains, will often wear veils, not out of modesty, but to keep from swallowing an insect, which is actually good in ultra running, as I have swallowed insects. It's not fun. As well, they will often sweep in front of them. I try to be extremely careful. So it says, Lee, Eric just mentioned Samsara, the helicopter going round and round. Tiger King says, Sniper, thank you for asking. My show means a lot. Thank you. What's up, Dundee? Plants are living things, and plants actually naturally reproduce very often by being consumed and then pooped out. So eat your plants, poop outside, and you are part of the natural cycle. I make a habit. My neighbors can't stand it. Neighbors are always complaining. You have to do that. And I'm like, I'm a yogi. I'm part of the cycle. I'm a shaman. I was going to say, it's a true story. It's a true story. That's a lot of creatine. Why do you take that much, runner boy? Do you really think you need that much? Supposedly, your body can only handle 5 milligrams. Adam says, "Hey, Kat, Edgar Casey said that dogs often very tied to the soul level, to the person. There's some kind of karmic bond. I would like to read more." I like Edgar Casey. Do you know Edgar Casey's son was very tied into the early days of A Course in Miracles. There's actually the Hugh Lynn Casey version of The Course. I've never read it though. Adam says trees are really good listeners. They are. Hey, is that Swift? Swift? Where does your hairline end? Right below my kneecaps. Actually, there's just a little line right across. That's a lot of creatine. What's the recommended dosage on the brand that you have? I honestly don't know if you need that much. Especially, you can take Micronize and you only need 2 milligrams. Anything else, and it becomes sort of very expensive waste material. Carl says I can't do a playlist. How come, Carl? Super Champ says I went at Big Al and Beckaboo actually went on that McDonald's date or not. Interesting question. Did they say how far apart they are? Kat says, Adam, I talked about my future flute on my live stream this morning. Awesome. Sissy's laughing. Great premiere, Sissy. Pepper says, when or where? Be funnier. Sometimes I think we're asking too much, Sniper. Super Champ says, Sniper, our hairline comments okay? I don't mind, Super Champ. Part Matter says, where did that go? The most recent research on the brain benefits suggests a dosage of more than 25 milligrams of creatine per day is ideal. Wow, that's a lot. I have recently heard more and more about the benefits of creatine for the brain. Stepper says, Super Champion is hurting. Sissy says, does a Yogi Bear poop in the woods? And now we know the answer. It's the best place to do it. Marlon says it takes 5 milligrams of creatine. 5 grams, not milligrams or kilograms. Right in the middle. Super Champ says, Sniper, that's why I'm asking, because I'm not sure. Doesn't bother me, Super Champ. I'll be honest, anything directed at me, I don't care. Honestly. Kat says, are you friends with Edgar Casey's ex-wife on Facebook? I am not. I do have friends who are connected to the Casey Institute, the ARE, on Facebook. I was friends with Kenneth Wapnick, who was friends with Hugh Lynn Casey, Edgar Casey's son. So we have connections. Super Champion says 5 kilograms of creatine is life threatening. Do you take creatine, Super Champ? Ron says, so Sissy, I like the way your mind works. I was wondering too. So were you guys wondering this before this conversation? Was this like a point of interest? Was it brought up in other live streams, like other people's live streams? Sissy, did you give like a premiere where you pulled cards to get the answer? Are we finally going to learn the secret? Hey, Dan. Dan, how was the rest of your workout? I had you and Jace up playing. Adam says you better watch out with the ticks when you, when you use the bathroom. This is true. Can be pretty awkward. Someday we will talk about, not me. I'm not going to tell you what we're going to talk about. Hey, coffee cake. Coffee Cake Lovin' Beach, the channel name that I love more than any other channel name, but the one that I find hardest to pronounce. Armada says, yes, Grams, no research has ever shown kidney stress from creatine. I've heard that too. I didn't hear that about osteoporosis, Swatton, Adam. Higher doses, I've heard it about for brain benefits. Hey, Carl, that's not true. I know Kat missed you too. We missed your live stream. Well, Heart Matters takes 25 grams per day. How much are you guys spending on creatine supplements, though? Adam says he found glasses. She meant flute. Adam, or homemade flute. Super Champ says Big Al and Becca Bill will pull up next stream, and may next things you know they'll be married. Cat's sorry. Cat is after it says Yogi is funny. I do my best to keep you guys entertained. It says Super Champ, some need to converse in a better way, and it's up to us to give them a chance to better themselves. Absolutely. It says I did wonder if more might help with cognitive benefits. Supposed to. Coffee Cake says, hi, Eric. Super Champ says, okay, Hart, be careful, bro. Just saying. Did you answer, Super Champ, if you take creatine? I didn't see. Cypher says, Super Champ, but when someone is being attacked personally in the chat, it's completely different. Yes. Hey, Heavenly Star. He says, no. Hey, Heavenly Star, you want to come up and sing a song? Adam says, how do you think a lot of finding your spirit animal would be kind of cool? It is kind of cool. I've been the dramatic journey to the lower realm. I've sat. It's very good to have a power spot that's connected with water, by the way. Adam says, or Sniper says, people with pre-existing kidney conditions should consult a specialist before using creatine. Kat says, no, Yogi, I stopped in Carl's live stream. That's the wagging finger. Kat said, did I get the wagging finger? Yogi, do you think the guided Meet Your Animal Spirit could be done in a group, like a member stream? I really like that. Yes, it can. But I can't promise you that I would be the best guide. But I wonder if I could find a better guide. The reason why I don't know if I could be the best guide is I've never done it for others. However, I think I could read the instructions that I got, and I think that we would all, I would put the music on. We would all see what we can do. Let's plan that, Kat. Dan said, had a great session with Jace. You ever do any cycling, Yogi? Not much. You know what I would like to do, Dan? I would like to get a Concept 2 rower and do some rowing competitions. Kat said that would be awesome. It would be awesome. That's a great suggestion, Kat. Super Champ says by slowing. Oh, there we go. Yogi, I do not take creatine protein. I do not take creatine protein powder. Whey protein, no. Only eat real food and refuse to rely on supplements. I'd rather get there with my own strength by slowly increasing my appetite. Remember, though, supplements are tools. They just supplement. And at a certain point, I think relying on just food is really good. But at a certain point, when your competition all things being equal, the one with better nutrition is going to be the one that wins. You can take that word nutrition however you might want it. Heather says, "Brother Big Al. Did Big Al come in? Did I miss him?" Willa says, "Need some." There he is. Hey, Big Al. Oh, yeah, we can do some breath work. Big Al says, "Shh, keep the noise down. My papa is napping." Heavenly says, "Maybe when she gets back home." I heard you talk about that, Adam, the benefits of magnesium for heart. I've heard a good heart surgeon say that if we added magnesium to the water instead of fluoride, we would prevent 1 million heart attacks in the United States alone. Michael says, even though one of my guests couldn't make it due to real life stuff, I had fun on my live stream on Play Plus. I'm going live again on Sunday with my friend Ryan. Nice. Be sure to drop the links. All right, we're going to do some breath work. Kat says, you do spirit animal. I'll work on meet your spirit guide. Deal. I thought about it. Poor man. Dan says, I bet you would like biking, Yogi. Gonna work out and cheap travel. I'd like to get a single speed bike. What do you think of single speed bikes? Adam says, yes, Super Champ, if you want to bulk up, my ex-wife used to make the best homemade bread. And yeah, put on some pounds of muscle, of course. Carl says, I didn't see Kat. Yep, she's up above, Carl. Oh, you didn't see her in your live stream? Kat says, yes, you did, Carl. Look. Super Champ wants to know if Big Al had the McDonald's date with Becca Bill. I take magnesium too. I'd like to up my magnesium though. I was taking triple magnesium, and I really liked it. Very relaxing. Hey, what do you think of hybrid bikes, Dan? Check Facebook Marketplace. All right, Dan, I will. Because as I before you were about a minute ago. All right, Willow. Guys, we're going to do some breath work. What's the best oral magnesium? I'm going to leave that question for Heart Matters and Adam, both Adams, if they're here. Dan, of course. I was taking the triple. What is it? Folate, glycate, and what's the other one? Because each one can address a different aspect of stress, sleep, and heart health. Citrate, that was the other. I think the best is that mix. All right. Willa says she is ready. Willa, let's keep it very simple. We're going to breathe in for 4. Going to be a brief pause. We're going to exhale through the mouth, pursed lips, no breath retention, but we're going to exhale through the mouth for a count of 8. Anyone else would like to join in? Give me a thumbs up if you're all set. Willow? Oh, I got it. Okay. All right. So, Willow, go ahead and close your eyes. Take a regular breath in, sigh through the mouth, and let your shoulders drop down. Shoulders relax. Take another breath and then relax your whole body. Just let gravity pull you downwards. Deeply relaxed. A little bit of tension on your belly, and watch how the belly rises and falls with every breath. We're going to inhale for a count of 4 in through the nose. We're going to exhale through the mouth, pursed lips, making that whoosh sound very gently. We'll begin. Count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the mouth for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale with that whoosh for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the mouth for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoosh for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoosh. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last breath in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let the breath go. Just relax, let it settle in its own easy, natural rhythm. Breathing gently. And when you're ready, open your eyes. I will see you in the chat. Hey, Brian. Hey, Richard. Hey, Super Champ. I did see you, so thanks, because it reminded me to do it right after the breath work. So I appreciate it, my friend. Brian says, hey, Yogi, I'm live as well. Just saying hi. Everyone have a blessed weekend. Thank you, Brian. Guys, if you want to pop in over at Brian, he's getting very close to getting those watch hours. Carl says, I'm lost. Well, Carl, I hope you can feel at home here. I hope you're not lost here, my friend. Big Al says, I was going to ask Yogi if I'm allowed to, Kat. What are we asking? Oh. Big Al, won't you come up and do some roller with us? Hey, for one, Big Al, you are always welcome to come up. For two, if Kat requests it, you know what's going to happen. Hey, Anna Marie. Hey, I'm glad you made it for breath work too. Anna Marie, I don't know if you saw me ask you the other day. I know you've been up before, but would you like to come up for a talk just on recovery? Kat says, thanks for seeing me in Carl's live stream, Adam. Anna Marie says, Mr. Yogi, if you have time, message me on Facebook. I will, for sure. Let me bring it up so I'll be ready. I need to send out another email or another message as well. Good evening. How are you?
So here is. Sorry, what did you say, Yogi?
I was just asking how you are.
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good.
He is stretching. 1 second, I'm going to clean my camera. I think it's got something on it. There we go.
Worn out, huh?
He's been playing all day. I got him some new toys. I broke my own rule because I said that he wouldn't be allowed on the furniture, and he's
They're always allowed on the furniture, Big Al. I could have told you that.
yeah. I've not got anything against animals on furniture. Just personally, I wasn't going to allow him to. For now, he's not big enough. He can't be unattended on the sofa. It's quite a tall sofa, and I don't want him hurting himself or anything. Obviously, I can't afford to pay for vet bills. As soon as I've got
Sure.
him. So, but I broke my own rule. He kept trying to climb up, so I put him there, and he's took it out. So he's napping.
Here's the question: you gonna allow him to sleep on the bed with you?
No, that's a no-no. But there are reasons for that, and it's not just because I'm cruel. As you possibly know, I don't know whether I've told you. I possibly have. I seem to tell everyone everything. But I have nut allergies, but I also have a dust mite allergy. And obviously, not to be rude, but dogs are quite naturally dusty, or they can be. I mean, I've
Wait a minute.
vacuumed.
You don't dust your dog?
I vacuum twice a day to keep on top of hair and stuff because I'm forever sneezing.
Sure.
I have to dust everything regularly just because I start itching, I start sneezing.
Right.
As you know, I have my EpiPens there for more extreme things like the nut allergy, but I have had to take antihistamines just for a little bit of dust.
Cat says, just vacuum him.
He's actually really good around the vacuum. Usually, I've grown up around, and usually dogs are a little bit cautious of vacuum cleaners. Rolo isn't. He seems to want to chase the vacuum cleaner around the room and gets in the way a little bit. It's quite funny to watch. My chat seems to have frozen, so I cannot see anyone's comments. I apologise. My chat is stuck on Cat saying hi to Miss Blipper. So the comment you just read out about Cat saying vacuum Rolo, I
Yep.
can't see. I apologise.
Cat also says, so adorable.
He is. I don't want to wake him up, but
You don't have to. I enjoy just seeing him lying there. That's fine.
he had the hiccups earlier, and he was having a nightmare as well not long ago. So I did have to wake him up for that because I don't like to see dogs having nightmares.
Right.
He's going to be quite a big dog.
How big?
Sorry.
How big do you think?
I can't make an estimate. But he's only 7 weeks old now, and he's quite tall. As you can see, he's got quite long legs.
Right.
And he's German Shepherd cross poodle, regular poodle. So he's going to be quite big.
I don't think I've ever heard of that mix before. Nice. I'm going to be very interested to watch him grow.
I was meant to put some photos up earlier and I forgot.
Anna Marie said he will probably
Sorry.
be between 80 and 150 pounds.
Can someone convert that into kilograms, please? Because I'm English and I don't use pounds.
But with a calculator. All right, on the low end. Sorry, it's a solar calculator. I know somebody probably beat me to it. On the low end, it would be 176 kilograms.
Wow. That's heavier than me.
And that's the low end.
That's only 6 kilograms heavier than me, but it's still heavier because I'm 170 kilograms.
330 would be on the high end.
Wow.
Be nice to him when he's small, Big Al.
Yeah. Yeah, for definite.
Shoodle. That's what Miss Flipper. A Shoodle.
The actual name is Shepherdoodle.
Shepherdoodle. Gotcha.
That's according to the vet. And not being no offense to Miss Blipper, Shoodle is quite a good. Shoodle actually sounds better, but I'm more inclined to think that the vet is probably right, which is why I said the correct name. I could be wrong, but that's what the vet says, and it even says it on his paperwork as well. It says Shepherdoodle.
Matter says that my math was backwards. Yeah, 2.2 pounds to a kilo. So it would be. Oh, wait a minute. Would it be? Right. So it would be 80 times 2.2, right? I think.
It's no good asking me, Yogi. I can't convert from pounds to kilograms. I don't use pounds ever.
So I know in terms of 5K, 10K, and then I jumped to the ultra world of 50K and 100Ks. And other than that, all my Ks come blending together.
Fair enough.
So 80 pounds is 36 kilograms.
Right.
Well, 150 is 68. So why was my math so wrong? What did I do wrong? I don't care.
I mean, we can forgive you, Yogi. You're an old man. You're like, what, 74, 75 years old? Let's forgive you for being
You're starting the war over again.
a little bit senile.
And I bring you up here with, you know what? Rolla can stay. Big Al, you got to go.
Okay. Right. 1 minute. I'll set the camera somewhere. There we go. Yogi, Rolo, look after yourself, mate. I'm going in the other room, okay? Bye, everyone. See you later. Bye.
Perfect. I finally have the perfect co-host. No offense to the rest of you guys. This is all I've ever wanted. I've only wanted a dog co-host. I've tried to get my cats to come up. They want nothing to do with it. Hey, Mary. Mary's Gigs is here. Mary's jiving, but she can't hear anything. Tiger King says just got back from his show. Tiger King had a drama show that he was in.
Wow. Is this on stage? I take it, yeah?
It was on stage, right, Tiger King? Super Chat
Again,
says, Yogi.
Sorry. You'll have to read Tiger King's reply out because obviously, like I said, I can't see the chat. It's frozen for me. So
right. I do want to read out Super Champ, who says Yogi is only 6 years old. What do you mean 74? See that?
Oh, sorry. I guess my math was wrong that time. Then apologies.
Anna Marie says, "Love you too, Mr. Yogi." Laughing. Thank you, Anna Marie. Miss Pippa says, "Rolo, that's the name." Yep, that's a good name. Who thought of that, Big Al?
It's me. It's because of his coloring. Do you have Rolos in the US?
Yeah, the candy.
Yes. Yep. So obviously, they have the caramel inside them, or the toffee, or fudge, or whatever it is. It's like a lighter brown than that covers them. And because he's black and brown, I thought Rolo was the perfect name.
Sure.
And he's sweet as well, like a Rolo. So
it's a good name. That was a good pick.
He'd got the name before I even chose him. Really, I was talking to my mum about dogs and stuff, and I saw him, and he's the one that's got like German Shepherd coloring, and I immediately said, "Oh, Rolo," and it stuck. That was it.
Richard Mint says, "Big Al, do you have any toys for him yet?"
Yeah, he's got tons of toys. In fact, I need to put them away because they're still all over the floor.
Do you have a toy spot?
They go in the bucket there.
Okay. I had a dog that knew how to pick up his toys and put them in a little bucket.
Wow.
And he would sleep. He would sleep on top of his toys.
My mum's dogs do that. I'm sure if the bucket was a bit bigger, Rolo would probably sleep on top of his toys too.
We got a friend, New Horizon, Above and Beyond, says, "Hey everyone, I'm new here. to this chat. How's everyone doing today? We're doing good. We're hanging out with Rolo and I can't remember. Rolo and doesn't matter. We're hanging out with Rolo.
Rolo and the father.
Yes, Rolo and the father.
It's not the Godfather, it's the dog father.
Miss Pippa says dogs like 2-syllable names.
Oh, well, I chose perfectly and coincidentally by accident.
I think we sort of do it naturally. I think we naturally give dogs 2-syllable names. Why is that, Miss Flipper? I've heard that before, but I don't actually know why.
Miss Blipper is the what's it called? The Oracle. We consult the Oracle, which is Miss Blipper.
Nice. Cat says Jack never complained. Just saying. Well, Jack is an exceptional dog. The dog father. Says Sniper. Darren wants to know, have you took Rilla out for a walk yet?
No, his lead and his harness arrived today.
Oh, Sniper had asked, and I read it and I missed it. I missed saying it out loud. Has Rilla been in the basket yet?
Which basket? The bike basket?
Bike basket?
I've not even been on my bike since coming off it.
Oh wow. You got it fixed yet?
I haven't even checked it. I haven't done anything. My arm, I don't know if you're going to be able to see. I don't think you'll be able to see it. I'll have a little look. I don't want to be in the camera, but can you see the bruise on my arm?
Yep. And that was a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
Hey, this is the first Big Al reveal that we've had. He's going to do body part by body part. Eventually, I'm going to have to. Eventually, I'll have to censor things. We'll have like a piece of duct tape.
Now, what Yogi's not saying is he's wishing there's parts of me that I'll have to censor. He's wishing he could see those parts.
You know what?
This is revenge. This is revenge. You said that I was dreaming about Kat and turning up as a pizza delivery guy and her and Deb. And this is
I
payback
was being
now.
kind.
Yogi
I was
is
going to say
that he could see parts. Yogi wishes he could see why Big Al is called Big Al. Let's be fair.
I was going to say, but it would have to be a little tiny piece of duct tape. And I decided, you know what? I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that to my friend Big Al. And then what does he do? He starts the battle all over again.
I didn't start anything. I just you shouldn't have said anything, Yogi, because you brought up the opportunity.
I was happy. We had the very first. You made channel history. No one else has had any reveal of Big Al ever, right?
I don't actually think so. I think that's actually a very fair statement.
I was celebrating, and I was attacked for my enthusiasm, unprovoked.
Hold on, it's not the first part of me that everyone's seen, because you've seen my hand before. I've shown my hand. I'm
not sure I've seen your hands before.
The last time I joined for karaoke, I didn't realize that you were using Google for your lyrics, and I'd used my laptop to have the lyrics on screen. And you said you should do a dance in the instrumental, and I did my hand like that.
I remember. You're right. You're right.
See what I mean? Old man's going senile.
It's
early onset Alzheimer's.
The unprovoked attacks. Yet again. It's a good thing.
Well,
it's a good thing I like Rolo.
You know what they say about predators? They attack the vulnerable prey, and you're being quite vulnerable right now, Yogi.
I am defenseless, and that is my super strength. But again, it's a good thing I like Rolo. Otherwise,
I'm going to teach Rolo to hold the phone himself.
You can do a puppy cam.
Yeah, I was about to say, I've seen videos on YouTube of dogs with like selfie sticks and stuff like that, or like a GoPro on a stick or something.
I'm going to interrupt for 1 second. Becca Boo says, "Okay, I didn't see everything, but because when I come into a chat and I say hi and all, and no one says hi back, then I assume that they don't want to talk to me. So I'm sorry, Becca Boo. Please never assume that we don't want to talk to you. I absolutely love you coming in, and I get caught up, especially when I have guests. I get caught up, or when I'm just like going off and I get caught up and I miss a lot in the chat. And I can obviously, I believe I can speak for Big Al here. He would never want to miss you, and he would never purposely not say hi to you.
I would not. As I've said, I mean, Becca Boo wouldn't know this, but my chat has frozen. So I can't see any new comments from anybody. So I'm not ignoring anyone. I just can't see anything. So otherwise, I would say hello because Becca Boo has promised me a McDonald's. So me and Becca Boo are going for a McDonald's date at some point.
How far apart are you guys?
Not too far. We're like a county over.
Oh,
Like a
nice.
county apart.
Hey T, Bumblebee T is here. He says,
Hi, Bumblebee.
is that Big Al in the house?
It
I
is.
think so. I know it's Rolo and some other guy.
It's Rolo and the Dogfather.
There you go. That would be a good name for your channel. That would be a good name for your channel, by the way.
The Dogfather. I'm thinking about it now, Yogi.
Rolo and the Dogfather is like a really good name. If you can do a
Rolls off the
second
tongue,
channel.
that.
What's that?
It rolls off the tongue.
It does. If you had like a second channel just featuring Rolo, it would be fun.
That's an idea.
Because you
That's a good
put too
idea.
much, you put too much work into Big Al that you don't want it to, you don't want to change it over because you're known as Big Al.
Yeah.
But a second channel featuring Rolo would be cool. Hey, Sue.
It's a thought, Yogi. It is a thought. You've
Not bad for an old guy, huh, Big Al?
you're not just a pretty face. You've got good ideas too.
Every once in a while. You know what to say. Even a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while.
And trust me, when I start showing body parts, you're gonna see a couple of nuts.
Yeah, had to slide that in there. Pretty clever, but you had to slide that in there. Darren says, "How are you today, Big Al?"
I'm good, thank you. Yeah, I'm getting quite tired now. Actually, it's been a long day. I had a meeting this morning. I came home and was playing with Rolo. I then had another meeting to go to. I came home and played with Rolo. I fed Rolo. I fed myself. I played some more with Rolo. Rolo's gone to sleep on the sofa, and yeah, it'll be bedtime for me soon as well.
Kat had said that Becca wasn't complaining. That she was responding to a complaint. So, I wasn't thinking that you were complaining though, Becca. I was afraid that you might have been hurt that we didn't say hi to you, and I just wanted to assure you that, of course, neither Big Al or I would ever not say hi. So, I'm sorry that you were responding to a complaint. I'm sorry that you had a complaint. I don't know who would ever complain about Becca.
So someone was complaining that Becca was ignoring them.
I guess. I don't know.
Well,
I missed
as far as I'm aware, nobody in the chat ignores anybody. There's been a few times where I've joined, I've said hello. You know, you've not
Right.
seen a comment a few times. Other people haven't replied to me, but then slowly people start saying hi, and you know, I've never taken it that I've been ignored. Oh, hello, you awake again? I've never taken it that I've been ignored, but yeah, and I don't think anyone in the chat would ignore anyone on purpose. And obviously, it goes for you as well, Yugi. You've skipped past my messages, and I've sort of said, Yogi, you've missed a comment, and you've gone back and looked because you do make sure to try and get all of them. Sometimes it's impossible. You get a bit, like you said, you get a bit hung up with the chat, with the guest that's on, and sometimes a comment can slip by, but you always try and check. So no, I don't think anyone would ignore anyone, at least on purpose.
Right. We have a request to ring the bell for Heavenly Star's brother's funeral today. We're going to ring the bell for the funeral. And then we'll just a moment, silence. Heavenly Star, this is for you. T, thank you for bringing that to my attention again. Prayers, Heavenly Star. Thank you, Big Al.
No worries. Thoughts and prayers to you and your family, Heavenly Star. Rolo sends his love to. I'm sure if he'd give you a kiss, he would, because he loves kissing people. He's actually awake now as well.
You might have to tire him out again before bed.
I reckon he'll go fine. He's I say that, and now he's beginning to be playful, so that's perfect.
How is the house training going?
Yeah, brilliantly. He's got puppy pads down that he goes to the toilet on, and he uses them every time. He has admittedly missed a couple of times because his front paws have been on them, but his back paws haven't. So he's ended up, having a whiz on the carpet. But got some carpet freshener. I've got plenty of air freshener. As soon as it happens, I clean it up.
Right.
And it's not on purpose; it's accidental. He thinks he's on it because his front paws are on. But it's it's an accident. So I can't be mad at him. I just try and correct him. And if I notice it, because I can't always be in the room with him, I might be doing other things. But I try and if I notice it, I try and budge him onto the training pads, so at least he knows. But now that his lead and his harness have arrived, I can start taking him in the garden.
Oh, cool. Hey, I'm going to give a quick shout out to Joshua. He just did a $5 super chat. Joshua, thank you so much, my friend. How are you? Very much appreciated.
Amazing.
Let's see. Heavily says, love you too, Yogi. Joshua says, you're welcome, Yogi. Very much appreciated. I hope you're well, Joshua. Roll over Rolo and such cute markings.
Rolo says thank you. Who was it that said that?
That was Cat.
Thank you, Cat. I think Rolo would say thank you as well if he could talk.
T says, Big Al, new dog.
Who's that, sorry?
T. Said
Yes,
Big Al, new dog.
T.
Yep.
This is Rolo.
Tiger King says, where did you get the dog?
From a friend.
Nice. Cat says, Joshua, congrats on your channel. Joshua says, I'm doing okay. Thanks for asking. I'm glad you're hearing okay. Kat says, Josh, Kat has mentioned this to me, actually, as well, that Joshua's channel has grown big time.
Wow.
Surprise.
Amazing.
For one, Joshua is very clever in what he does. Very smart. He is YouTube savvy. He's always trying different things, and he's committed. No one deserves it more than our friend Joshua.
You know what, Yogi? It's a very trying to think of the word. You know me. I think of something to say and then the words go. But you could say that about every channel that comes into the chat, really. I say we. I don't mean myself, but a lot of the people here with channels do amazing things. I come here because you have an amazing channel, Yogi. I wouldn't be here if I didn't find you or your channel interesting. Let's be fair, I wouldn't be here because I'd be like, well, that's boring, and I wouldn't turn up again. But yourself, Kat, Carl, Willow, everybody, Selma, everybody here, Soulstar, everyone. I've subscribed to channels. I visit them when I can because they're all entertaining and they're all good at what they do.
Agreed. Everyone creates their own little special area. Armada says,
Exactly.
You can often tell if a dog will keep growing based on the relative size of their feet. Big looking feet mean there's still more growth coming. This feet tell me he's got a lot of growth coming.
Yeah, he's got hooves.
Let's see if I missed anyone. Oh, and Joshua, you are welcome for the compliment. Sometimes I don't even think of it as compliment. I just give a shout out to what I see actually happening. You know what I mean? And Joshua's a worker.
Yeah, sorry, I don't want anyone to think I was taking anything away from Joshua. He is amazing, obviously. He's and he does do great things. I don't want anyone to think I was taking anything away from him. I
No.
was trying to compliment everyone at the same time.
Right.
I don't mean to take anything away from anyone. I just wanted everyone to know that I love and appreciate everyone, and I think everyone here has got great content and does great at what they do. You know, everyone's channel is different, and that's a nice thing as well. You know,
Agreed.
we don't have Yogi doing yoga and doing kettlebells in his basement and doing a live stream each night, and we don't have Kat doing the same thing because again, that would make things a bit boring because you'd go from Kat stream to Yogi stream, and it'd be pretty much the same thing, you know, and it'd be like, well, okay, I only need to be subscribed to one of those people because they're both doing the same thing. But the fact that Kat does her thing, Yogi does his thing, Becca does her thing, Salma comes up and sings and things like that, and that's what I meant. So please don't anyone think that I was trying to take anything away from Yogi or Joshua or anyone else.
And we know if it came down to it, you would subscribe. You would pick Cat. If you had to pick, you would pick Cat.
No comment, but totally yes.
I knew it. That's okay. If I had to choose between me and Cat, I would choose Cat. Speaking of Cat, Heavenly Star had asked up atop. I wanted to make a trip back up. Cat, do you like your cat art that I did for you? I don't know if you saw that comment, Cat. Heavenly Star did some cat art for you, which is pretty cool. Cat, Heavenly Star is an amazing artist. She said it's it's on my shorts for you, Cat. Just wanted to make sure that we saw that. Hey, Jace. Happy birthday, Yogi. Big Al, puppy. Thank you, my friend. Got another super chat, Big Al.
Wow, how much this time?
£2 from our
Wow.
friend Jace. I think
Hi, Jace.
I think it's the puppy. I think I'm gonna have to split my super chats with Ro. I'm gonna have to buy her her food. Speaking of which, how much does she eat right now?
Well, for starters, Yogi, Rolo is a boy.
Oh, you're right. I apologize.
No, that's fine. It's fine.
I'm used to
He has
living
got
with two female cats.
I'll admit that Rolo does have a purple collar on at the minute because I haven't changed it. This is the one that he arrived in, and I just haven't changed it yet. But he does have a green one because green's my favorite color. So green's going to have to be his favorite color too because unfortunately he can't ask me when I ask him what favorite color he is. But Rolo is on about a third of a tin of food and a small scoop of biscuits when he gets fed.
That's going to increase.
It will increase in the next couple of weeks, actually. Yeah.
Yep. I'm looking.
I did
I'm
get
looking at her
told by
face.
the vet, because on his first day here, because I was too worried about the right thing. I fed him 3 times in one day, and the vet did say that he only needs 2 meals a day. His breakfast and his evening meal will be fine. But I'd given him some treats and a bowl of biscuits in the afternoon, sort of midday, and the vet said just to to avoid overfeeding him.
Hey, I got another super chat from Jace that says, "If the puppy is included, let's go. He's beautiful."
Thank you, Jace.
That was £10, but pounds is that little squiggly thing, right? Are you watching what I'm
Yes.
doing? Right.
Yeah.
So if I went to Britain, I would have to tell people, what does this mean? Would they know if I went like that?
See, dollars is such a simple sign. It's basically an S with a couple of lines for it.
True.
Whereas I don't know how. Sorry, gone.
No, I never thought of that before. What you were saying, I don't know if I could draw the pound sign.
Yeah, I don't know how. If you asked me to describe the dollar sign, I would say it's an S with a couple of lines vertically through it. But if you asked me to describe the pound sign, I don't know how I would.
Yep, I just do it, and I know I'm not even close when I do it like that. Jace, does that look
I
right?
can draw it fine. I just wouldn't be able to describe it to anyone.
Right. Joshua
Ow,
says, shout out to Jace. Heavenly says, Jace, you rock. Jace does rock. I had you and Dan up and playing. Jace. Cypher says $13.5 was what it was.
Right, okay. When Jace comes up with you one time, I'll have to introduce Rolo to Uncle Jace and Granddad Yogi.
How did I get to be Granddad versus his uncle?
I mean, I'm assuming here, but I think you're older than Jace, right?
This is a safe assumption.
Not
Safe
by
assumption.
much. And you can both take that however you want. Jace can be offended if he wants to, or you can be, you can take it as a compliment. But I think you're just a little bit older than Jace.
I'm a decade older than Jace.
Oh, right, okay. Well, there you go then. Take that as a compliment because you don't actually look it.
Well, thank you. Jace says, Big Al, any help or advice, hook me up. Training too. Rolo is awesome.
Will do, Jace. I appreciate that.
Are you going to do any extensive training?
Sorry, Yogi?
Are you going to do any extensive training with Rolo?
Well, I've registered. I was told by my therapist to look into registering Rolo in some training for being an assistant dog. Because my mental health it changes drastically.
Right.
I can be happy 1 minute and completely, I don't want to say the word because in case YouTube
Sure.
won't
But I
allow your
understand.
video. But
I
I can be
understand.
very down, let's say.
Heart Matter said, pounds look like a
No.
hangman with a horizontal line through the beam. Hey, that's a good way of thinking it.
Yeah, that's good. Good. Who was it that said that?
That was Heart Matters.
Okay, yeah.
Jace says, there's only a beard between us, Big Al. Jace has the fluffier beard.
I mean, I can't be too nice to you, Yogi. You don't like mushy peas, and Jace does. So, Jace has that going for.
Do you know for sure that Jace likes mushy peas, or do you think he's just trying to fit in with you guys?
Nobody who doesn't like mushy peas talks about mushy peas as much as Jace.
I don't know. It's because I could have fooled you guys. I could be going on and on about mushy peas, but secretly, without anyone knowing. Hey, Jessica. Big Al says, can we see Toy Dog new toy, Big Al?
Who said that, sorry?
Tiger King. If you could see a toy.
A toy?
Be careful, though, because if he sees a toy.
Rolo's favourite toy is the carrot. I'm going to give it to Rolo. There we go. Rolo's favourite toy is the Christmas carrot. He's actually watching. I'm itching at the minute, and he's watching my arm because it's moving. Ooh, nearly. There you go. No, you just dropped it. Yeah, he's got all of his toys are things that he can chew at the minute because I don't want him chewing furniture.
Right.
He's got a couple of bottles. He's got a couple of. He's got a rubber ring that he can chew. I'm trying to grab it and keep an eye on him at the same time. There we go. And he's got a couple of. He's got a bouncy ball and he's got a squeaky ball as well.
Miss Flipper says, so secretly you don't like lentils. He thinks I'm keeping that a secret. I will never tell. Jace says, Big Al, if he can pick up the work in the next 6 weeks, he will learn most of what you want to teach him. Rewards are the key, both food and praise, vocal and touches.
Fair enough.
Hey, Ollie Bird. Chris is saying hi to everyone. Hey, Chris, let me know what day this month you want to do our show. Oh, yes, Kat.
Well, I hope Kat was happy. She got to see Rolo.
I believe that Rolo definitely made Kat happy. And I think seeing you make Cat happy too, Big Al.
Seeing my bruise.
It's been a little bit since you've been up.
It has. I've been meaning to. I've been singing Johnny Cash because that was the one that I said I wanted to come up and sing. But for a couple of weeks, I've not made it. I mean, obviously, this weekend just gone. Well, the last weekend was obviously because I got Rolo.
Right.
It could be available tomorrow night. It depends what I'm doing.
We can keep that in mind.
Depends obviously if you're doing sort of karaoke night. But
let me read a comment real quick from
Yep.
Cat wanted me to read this to Heavenly Star. Heavenly Star did some artwork for Cat just to make her feel good because that's what Heavenly does. Heavenly's an awesome person. And Cat wanted to let her know that she did see it. She said, Heavenly, capital letters. 3, is that 3 or 2 exclamation points? I think it's 3. I love it. I was sad today, and the Holy Spirit showed me many lovely things all around me to comfort me. Your drawing is ultimate happy to end my day. I love you. Beautiful. Yeah, we'll definitely do some singing tomorrow night if you want. It's been a little bit. Our friend Goga is coming up on the live in the afternoon to talk about his using yoga as his healing journey through grief. You guys stay tuned. It's going to be a great show. And then in the evening, I think it would be a good night to do some singing. We're going to wrap things up in just a minute, I think.
Yep, no worries. I thank you for allowing me up and Rolo, and thank you, Cat, for wanting to see Rolo and appreciating him, and thank you everyone else who stopped by. Again, I can't see comments, so I apologize. I can't name people because I don't know who was here and who weren't.
Right.
But no, thank you all for the lovely comments. I know Jace definitely because Jace donated. We had a big conversation about Jace, so thank you, Jace. Thank you, Cat, and thank you everyone else.
Cat says,
always,
"Love
like
you,
said,
love you, puppy boy Al."
Thank you. But no, Yogi, thank you for having us both up.
You're welcome.
And I'm going to jump back into the chat.
Okay, and then we'll wrap things up. Thank you, Big Al.
Yep, and I'll say see you tomorrow, hopefully.
Yep, I hope so. See you, Rolo.
I'm going to, 1 second, I'm going to do one thing. I'm going to see if... Because Rolo can see you now.
Hey, Rolo.
Definitely intrigued.
Rolo.
Right. See you later, Yogi.
See you, Big Al. All right, guys, we're going to wrap things up in just a moment. I'm going to go to bed. It was a fun day. We had, again, my friend Randy came up. It was a fun morning live stream. And then my friend Randy came up to talk about ultra running, his healing journey from cancer. Man, we talked a lot about ultra running. I miss those days. Don't know if I want to go back to them, but I do miss them. Chris says, oh, he's so cute. We got some love from Jace. Tomorrow, Goga's going to be up. Next week, I got some pretty big people coming up. Super Champ says, Yogi, can you tell Big Al luck with Becca? Hopefully he heard that, Super Champ. Thank you, Miss Flipper. Jace, Joshua, again, thank you guys so much. Very much appreciated. If you want, guys, coming up, we'll definitely do. I think after our talk with Goga's going to lead everyone in some breath work tomorrow too. So I think tomorrow evening would be a really good night to do some singing. Come on up. Bring your songs. Bring your best song. Darren says, bye, Yogi pal. Bye, Darren. You have a good night. Richard says, we appreciate you, Yogi. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Miguel says, Becca, remember you promised me McDonald's. Hope you guys do it soon. Blue Moon says, Randy Love saw that live. Thank you, Tiger King. He's a great guy. He was there at my very first successful 100-mile race, and that was 10 years ago. Hard to believe. You have a good night too, Jessica. T says good night. Oh, good night, T. T, thanks for coming in. All right, guys. I love you all. I will see you in the morning, 5 o'clock, if you're up and about. Take care.